Hey, you might be wondering, how the hell am I this high up? This is really, really, really high up. Let's see exactly how high. And let's throw the weapon this way. Let's throw it this way, actually. That's very high, but I can just quite as easily go back down. Whoop. Yeah. This video, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So, this entire video is going to be just showing you how to do that really cool flying and teleporting thing. And also a couple of things you can do with it. So, let's just get straight to it. So, to do it, first up, you have to go to your settings in your VR. So, we're going to go to settings. Now that you're in your settings, you're going to go around and find experimental features. You're going to scroll down until you find use apps while lying down, and you're going to turn this on. Excuse me. Now that you turned it on, you're gonna notice that if you press your meta button, you can kind of just lay down. So let me lay down right now. I'm gonna lay down on the floor, and I'm gonna press this meta button. And now the game is forward, even though I'm laying down. Like, this is my floor right here. But here's the thing. You can kind of just stand up while doing this, and yeah, this looks really weird. And here's the cool thing, you can just walk in real life to go under the map, or walk in real life to move straight up, really, really high up. So, what you want to do is get a really big boundary. So this is my boundary. Look how big that shit is. Really big. Really big. And yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the very edge of the boundary. Let me go to the other side, it's a lot more comfortable there. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to look straight down and hold down your meta button on your right controller. We're gonna hold this down, and it's gonna reposition, and you're gonna see that the world goes. Yeah, I'm looking down, and the map. Yeah, you see, if I look forward, it's looking straight up. So now, in real life, I'm going to walk straight forward. So let me show you my boundary. You're gonna see how my boundary's like that. I'm just gonna walk forward. Let me try to keep my controller near the boundary so you can see. There you go. I'm just gonna keep walking forward until... Where's my boundary? There it is. Until I'm there at the very edge. And now I am right here, very high up, to the point where enemies wouldn't be able to hit me. And if you want to go underground, you can do the same thing, but instead you look up and hold. And then you walk straight down. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, so to recap really quickly, look straight up and walk forward to go down, and then look straight down and walk forward to go up. If you want to go back to normal, look straight forward in real life and hold on your meta button, and you'll go back to normal. So now, let's see. What are a couple things you can do with this? Let's go into a match and do that. As a melee, there's not really a lot you can do with this, but there's a few interesting things you can do. For example, let me get really high up. Let me get to the very edge of my room. I was look down and walk forward. So now I'm gonna go straight forward, and you're gonna see that I am so high that I can't even hit him. But you know how if you look forward and hold down meta, it goes back to the regular? So yeah, you can use that to teleport to enemies. It is very hard to get working, but if you do get it to work, you can do some pretty sick ass clips. Let me show you one right now, on screen now. Let's see if I can get the clip again, though. We only have 130 rage, so we have to be quick. Got it. Kind of. So, if you want to be underground, though, as a melee, there's not actually anything you can do. Really, it's kind of hard to make underground melee to work. But you could just go slightly underground. And now he can't hit me. But I can just barely hit him. So you can do this. But like, as you can see, it's kind of stupid. There's a lot of other things you can do. Let's do bow. So, with the bow, you could already imagine, if you're really high up, obviously, you're gonna get hit by no melee attacks. So that means you only have to worry about projectiles. But here's the cool thing. You can actually use this underground once I get something useful. Okay, so, excuse me, I have food in my mouth, but, okay, so, if you have explosion arrows, then you can literally not die. It's not possible to die if you do this. First up, like I said, you need explosion arrows. Second up, go underground. I'm gonna go really far underground, actually. Okay, now that we're underground, we literally cannot take damage. It's not possible. Nothing can hit me. Because projectiles hit the floor and enemies with melees cannot even reach me. But usually arrows don't go through the floor, and they don't. But explosion arrows lets you hit enemies. So you can beat anything. Anything. And yeah, you got a explosion. Boom. Now, last thing for Mage. You do not want to do this with Mage. Cause you see, let me switch my select my stuff. Let's do luck magic. And let's do, I don't know, some AoE thing. Let's do ice. So, here's the thing. This casting thing, it is locked to this height. It is locked to a very specific height. So if I crouch, it stays there. If I get tall, or like stand up tall, it stays there as well. So as you could imagine, if you height glitch, that'll stay there, all the way down there. And good luck casting like that. Oh my god, that is annoying. Thankfully though, there is one thing you could do. But you're gonna have to get used to it. So, we're gonna go down here. Just slightly below the ground. And from here, we can cast basically normal. Just at a slight slant. And right here, I'm also immortal, I'm pretty sure. How high up is that? So, like, basically nothing. I still can't get hit. So yeah, you can do that. Now, a few more things. This first one is completely useless. And actually one of the dumbest things you could ever do. It's actually stupid. So, if you go to very, very far, like super far, all the way to my other side of the boundary, and you fly, if you fly, not fly, I mean, I'm an idiot. Never mind. If you go underground in Haven, specifically Haven, for some reason this doesn't happen in any other map, if you go very, very far down, yeah, going straight underground, as far as I can, and then going down as far as I possibly can. Oh, there we go. I am now dead in Haven. It just insta kills you. You lose so much HP so quickly that you just die instantly. And yeah, I lost in Haven. You can select the weapon. You just can't grab it. So you're actually soft locked. And I heard from yeah, it stays. This stays. You can't. You're basically soft locked. The only ways this can be fixed is by leaving the server, like not the server, leaving the whole game, closing the game, and restarting it, or joining a public or private server, start the round, and have somebody beat the first level for you. That's the only two ways of reviving you that I have found so far. All right, that's about it. That's basically everything you need to know. Um, yeah, I'm gonna show you a few clips of me doing this stuff. For example, some style clips, and some goofy stuff you can do with it. So yeah, let's check that out.
I'm so gonna have fun with this
Guys,
in private lobbies.
yo, over here. You see
I,
me?
no,
On the rock.
oh,
Oh, wait, you got Coup de Grace?
No, that's Rage Strike. I don't use. Okay, so I'm height glitching to beat Endless, but here's the thingy. I found out a really stupid exploit. So, reflex reload. You know, get close to enemies and reload. Yeah, no, that procs even if you're down here. So, if I just do this. Let's reload this. Look at that. With that reload speed.